Jai Sri Krishna, and I have just returned from a beautiful trip in Haridwar and Rishikesh. I love to travel between the 26th and the 1st, and ideally I like to go to a spiritual place because within these dates comes my birthday, Christmas, Boxing Day, and Christmas and New Year's Day. And it's lovely to start the year like that. So I feel blessed to have done this trip. And just to start, it happened to be my birthday. So my daughter, she's insisted that my cousin Manju wear me a tiara, happy birthday, with a band around me and saying happy birthday. And then she insisted that I stand at the airport with the tiara. So much to my embarrassment and joy at the love of my children, I did it. And then we took the flight to Rishikesh. It was a flight to Delhi, where we circled for 1.5 hours because of the mist and because of the no landing possible. And after that, we reached Delhi. From Delhi, we took a taxi directly to Rishikesh. And in Rishikesh, there's so much that we saw. Rishikesh, we went immediately to Nilkant. It is a drive up the mountains, Himalayas, the great Himalayas, which you reach, and you get to reach the Nilkant, which is known for the fact that it seems that in one of the photographs, if you look up, you will see that the Samudra Manthan, during the Samudra Manthan, the poison was actually swallowed by Shivji, where he held it in his throat, and therefore he's called the blue-throated one, or the Nilkant. But the walk was difficult. The car stopped at one time and we had to go up that mountain and the steps, and I can only say that it is the magic of the Himalayas and the air and Shivji that made me at my this age and Manju able to get up there to do the darshan. And then after that, we came down to Rishikesh. In Rishikesh, we stayed in the hotel, the Great Ganga, which was beautiful, clean, nice, and we saw with a view of the Ganga and with a view of the Parmarth Aarti, which is so famous. It's just beautifully done. And the Ganga has a magic of its own. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's our belief, maybe it's our faith, but I truly believe there is something magical not only about India, but also about the Ganga. So we stayed there one night, and then I think there was this, then we came down to Haridwar, where we looked forward to the katha by Neeraj Maharaj Shri. He's known as Neeraj Nayan, if you want to look him up on YouTube. Neeraj Nayan Maharaj Shri. And that was so beautiful because there's so much joy in the katha. There is singing and there is dancing and then there is bhakti and plus the magic of the land. It was just marvelous. And then you come up, it was something very interesting because the Chunari, they had this kind of Chunari Parv, which is called the Festival of the Chunari, and they tie a Chunari around the Ganga. Now, where have you heard something like that? They actually, it's like a little scarf which they first tie knots to it, and with band baja, with music and dancing, they tie that so many saris, because so many saris have to be knotted, and then they have to be given. Then they are given away as prasad. So the puja and the part, it was magical. And as I say, India, incredible India. And it is the land of the spiritual. It is the land of magic. And yes, then the katha was marvelous. We also went up to, it was another cafe, which I believe is next to the Beatles cafe, but the view from there was absolutely fabulous. And you can see the view from there. It is just gorgeous. And then in Hardwar, we stayed in the Parmarth Sadhak Sangh. And it was comfortable and it was lovely. And the love we got from all the people in Haridwar and all the disciples of Neeraj Maharaj Shri were tremendous. And then they asked me to say a few words. And in the few words, I spoke a little bit about the magic of the place and the magic of the katha. But I also spoke about the greatness of India and how, though I have lived in almost the whole world, I've visited the whole world almost, and I have had a choice, and even now I have a choice of living abroad, but still I feel Sare jahan se acha Hindustan hamara. I mean, it meaning that no place like India, no place like our Bharat.